So the muhabbat of awliya, we will finish on this subject. I am elaborating the same thing with the same next hadith, where Holy Prophet ﷺ said, Alamatul Imani Hubbul Ansar. Ansar are not the Ansari is not a prophet. Ansar were neither God nor prophet. Ansar were the companions, were persons, ummah. You see, first it was stated, love of Allah is Iman. Then it stated, love of Holy Prophet is one and the same thing. It is Iman. Then stated, love of the awliya and salihin other than Prophet is sign of Iman. And then Imam Bukhari, see his aqidah. He is bringing one by one the signs of Iman. And he wants to establish the concept that in fact the Iman is love of Allah, Prophet and awliya and sulaha. And then he says, Ansar, who loved Holy Prophet, who sacrificed for Holy Prophet and Islam, who became the host of Holy Prophet and host of Islam, who supported Holy Prophet and who supported Islam. Holy Prophet ﷺ said, to love the Ansar is sign of Iman, and to hate them is sign of hypocrisy. So it has been established that loving other people, loving the people other than Holy Prophet and Messenger. Who are the other people? They may be Ansar, they may be Ahlul Bayt, they may be Sahaba, they may be awliya, they may be Salihin. Love the people from Ummah of Holy Prophet for sake of Allah. Why? Because they are beloveds of Allah. Holy Prophet said, Sayyidina Abu Huraira narrates, Inna Allah iza habba abdan da'a Jibrila fayaqulu inni uhibbu fulanan fa'ahibbahu fayuhibbahu Jibril summa yunadi fi sama wa yaqulu inna Allah yuhibbu fulanan wa ahibbahu fa'ahibbuhu فَيُحِبُّونَهُ أَهْلُ السَّمَاءِ ثُمَّ يُودَعُ لَهُ الْقَبُولُ فِي الْأَرْضِ. Or kama qal. It is Holy Prophet ﷺ said, and again in Siyasitta, Bukhari and Muslim, that Almighty Allah, when starts loving some person, He makes somebody his wali, his friend, and He loves him. Da Jibril. He calls Jibreel Amin secretly. He calls Jibreel. The lovers always call the people secretly because they have to tell the story of love. This is which Holy Prophet ﷺ narrates. He states, and Imam Bukhari and Muslim has mentioned the hadith. He calls Jibreel and he tells him, Inni uhibbu fulanan. I don't translate this wise. I don't translate in these words that I have fallen into love of that man. I don't say this. I have fallen into love with that man. I don't say like this. I translate that I have started loving him. Oh Jibreel, you know that man, the one who lives there. You know his address, you know his name. Yes, Almighty Allah, I know him. I have started loving him. I have made him my beloved. Allah says. So there are some lovers of Allah and there are some beloveds of Allah. It is in Quran. Yuhibbuhum wa yuhibbunahu. Allah loves certain people and certain people love Him. Yuhibbuhum. Allah loves certain people. The people whom Allah loves, they become His beloveds. And the people who love Him, they become His muhib, His lover. So both kind of people exist in His slaves and servants. Among His slaves there are some lovers, and among His slaves there are some beloveds. And among His slaves there are some people who are neither lovers nor beloveds. Just they hate love. They are nowhere, neither here nor there. So Allah calls Jibreel and tells him that I love that person. Jibreel Amin asks, Oh Allah, then what is your commandment? What should I do? He says, Fahibbahu. You should also love him. Make him your beloved too, because he is my beloved. For yuhibbuhu Jibreel. Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, keep in mind, I am quoting again the hadith from Bukhari and Muslim. Sayyidina Jibreel starts loving him. Then Almighty Allah asks, I don't want that my beloved should remain so unexposed that only I love him and you love him. Go and announce this love in all of the angels in the heavens. So his love is announced in the heavens. Summa yunadi fis sama. Jibreel Amin announces his love. So his love becomes a story, an open story, an open secret in the heavens. And all of the malaika, the angels, start loving him. And then by order of Almighty Allah, then it is stated, O angels, go down to the earth and take his love down to the earth, to the land, and put the earth in the hearts, his love in the hearts of the people. ثُمَّ يُودَوْ لَهُ الْقَبُولُ فِي الْأَرْضِ. So then love of Allah's wali, love of Allah's beloved person, that is inculcated in the hearts of those who are chosen by Almighty Allah. So those who love awliya, it means their hearts have been chosen, selected for Allah's love. And those who don't love them, it means their hearts have not been chosen by Almighty Allah for this sacred love. Wine is not put, the wine of divine love is not put in every cup. There are some cups and pots and some pitchers which are chosen. So Holy Prophet used to make supplication, dua. Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, this is sunnah. He used to say, and this is reported by Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal in Musnad Ahmad. He used to say, Allahumma as'aluka hubbak. The whole story of Iman revolves around love. Allahumma inni as'aluka hubbak. Oh my Lord, I ask your love from you. First love. I ask you from you. I ask your love from you. وَحُبَّ مَنْ يُحِبُّكَ. And I ask the love of that person who loves you. So you are supposed to love Allah, you are supposed to love His Holy Prophet, and you are supposed to love those who are lovers of Allah and who are the beloveds of Allah. So this is Tawheed, this cannot be considered as shirk. Hubba man yuhibbuk. I ask the love of those who are your lovers, love of your lovers, and love of your beloveds. Wa hubba amalin yuballighuni ila hubbik. Again, a beautiful supplication. And then Holy Prophet used to say, and love of that act and deed which would bring me nearer to your love. And I ask the love of that act, love of that deed, which will bring me closer to your love. So the whole objective is to achieve the love. The main destination is love. The main aim, the goal is to achieve love. And this is the perfection of Iman. That's why Allah says, لَكِنَّ اللَّهَ حَبَّبَ إِلَيْكُمُ الْإِيمَانِ. Almighty Allah has put the love of Iman in your heart. And this is the beautification of heart. If the love of Allah, love of Prophet, love of awliya and love of Iman, that is the third quality, love of Iman. If these loves are placed in your heart, you see your heart has become beautiful. So Almighty Allah says, that's why Holy Prophet used to say about Hassan and Hussein, Inni uhibbul Hasan wal Hussein, inni uhibbuhuma. Oh my Lord, I love these two kids, Hassan and Hussein. And he declared for his ummah, Man ahabbahuma. The one who loves these two, one who loves Hassan and Hussein, faqad ahabbani. Indeed, he loves me. وَمَنْ أَبْغَضَهُمَا فَقَدْ أَبْغَضَنِي. The one who hates Hassan and Hussein, he in fact hates me. And he used to make dua, supplication. Oh Allah, I love Hassan and Hussein. Oh my Lord, you also love them. And you also love those who love my Hassan and Hussein. The whole story of Iman revolves around the love. The whole story of Iman revolves around the love. So these were 4 ahadith. And elaborating, we quoted many other ahadith and ayat from Holy Quran. This is the concept of love and aqidah of love, given by Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and given by Almighty Allah and transmitted by Sayyidina Imam Bukhari. وَمَا عَلَيْنَا إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ.